Thank you guys so much for watching. We just hit 900 subscribers, so if you guys want to see us at 1,000, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. The 13 KO game is the first one. Please enjoy. Alright, so we're using Scolipede today. I see a Gengar. I go for a Swords Dance. I'm going to go for an Earthquake here as well. I hit the Earthquake in one shots, and then there's a Garchomp and the Skarmory. The Skarmory goes for Fly. I switch into Houndoom. I try to get this Heat Wave off after I use a Nasty Plot, but the Garchomp goes for a Dig. I use a Heat Wave on the Skarmory, and unfortunately Drill Run is one of the few moves in the game that avoids Heat Wave, so that's unfortunate. I go into Aggron here. I know I can Head Smash this Gengar. Doesn't have a Focus Sash. It's a Mega Evolution. And then I go for an Ice Punch on this Garchomp. KOs, doesn't have full health. And the screen is wiped. I see a Chandelure comes out, and I just immediately go for it. Hit it with a Head Smash, one shot. And that's it. 4 KOs in 1 minute. Doing very well. I go into Aggron here. I know we're trying to get an Ice Punch, and a plus move Ice Punch with Life Orb, KOs the Garchomp, so very nice. I hit the Xerneas with a Head Smash, and this Gengar with an Iron Tail, so I clicked the wrong buttons there. Unfortunate, it happens. So this Garchomp has a Swords Dance up. Unfortunate. I don't want to really fight head on, but I get hit with a Flamethrower by this Chandelure. I go for an Earthquake, and it trades. I get hit with an Earthquake by the other Garchomp, which is fine. I go back into Scolipede. I see that they're both going to fight each other. I go for a Swords Dance here. I don't have Mega Evolution, so I just go for Mega Horn. I have a feeling it'll KO, but they switch out anyway. Then I Mega Evolution, and I know if I hit an Earthquake, it'll one-shot this Gengar, which fortunately I do get a double kill. Actually, I hit the Chandelure over there. I didn't even notice they were there. And then I had smashed this Chandelure here. Unfortunate. There was a heal right there I could have gotten if they hadn't traded, but it's fine. I go back in the Aggron. I know there's a Chandelure and Garchomp on the field. I can KO either of them. Unfortunately, this Garchomp is absolutely obliterated. So I try to hit this Chandelure with the Head Smash, and I get it. The other Chandelure hits me with a Heat Wave. So we got 11 KOs and 30 seconds left. What I'm going to try to do here is go back into Scolipede, even though Aggron probably would be the better option here. I'm trying to highlight Scolipede. So I set myself up. I got a Mega Evolution. I got a Swords Dance off. Unfortunately, just get Heat Wave. Chandelure. So we got about 10 seconds left with this Scolipede. So immediately I set up a Swords Dance. I know I can KO this Gengar one shot, and I get a double KO. So Scolipede with Earthquake, in my opinion, is the move. So great game, 13 KOs, went very well. Of course, Aggron, amazing Pokemon this season. Scolipede, it worked out very well as well. I think it's a very good Pokemon. So, what are the rewards for a 13 KO game? Of course, it's rank A. You get a bottle cap and some nuggets and a rare candy. Alright, so we got a shiny Scolipede here. We're gonna Mega. Use this Mega today. We have Charizard here. I go into Aggron. I know I can Head Smash it. It takes pretty much everything it can dish out. Unfortunately, it's stopped by the bench. Anti-Helma's bench, as it is. I hit the Stone Edge, kills the Gyarados. So, Aggron and Tyranitar have incredible matchups in the Gyarados because it can just one-shot it with any Rock-type move before it Mega Evolves. It's very nice. Comes up a lot. And again, I go for a Head Smash here. Gyarados can't do much. It does less than half of its attacks when Aggron has a max HP build. So, I go into Scolipede. Unfortunately, they get the defensive boost. It's the Galley, which is like the one thing Scolipede can take out here easily with Mega Horn, but it is what it is. I try to set up a Swords Dance here, and the Galley just immediately goes for Psycho Cut. Scolipede goes down. It's unfortunate. So I go back into Scolipede here. There's a Gallade, there's an Excadrill. I can Mega Horn the Gallade and hit Excadrill with Earthquake. So I set up Swords Dance, try to go for Mega Horn, they Mega Evolve, so I go for my own Mega Evolution. There's a Charizard on the field. Charizard on the field isn't great, but they're attacking the other Pokemon over there. I KO the Gallade and they switch into their Gardevoir. Gardevoir, Scolipede just one-shots. So I see a Diancie here. I don't have enough time to get the health boost and I just get KO'd. It's fine because I wanted like Scolipede to have max health in the first place. Sometimes like it's just worth getting KO'd if you want to use your Mega again. Just how the game is. So we're tied with this Garchomp here. He's putting in work. Very strong player. However, Aggron has such a great matchup here. Go for the Head Smash into the Gyarados. Gets the KO. Go for the Iron Tail on this Diancie. Unfortunately, Aggron gets KO'd because it was on very low health. Still not used to Aggron getting KO'd by Steel type attacks, but it is what it is. So, me and this guy are tied. I go for a Swords Dance here. I hit this Mega Evolution. And now I can Mega Horn this Metagross here. But, don't get it. I get this red boost, which means you can just absolutely wipe the screen. So, Gunk Shot here. Gonna wipe this Gyarados. Mega Horn. Just obliterates the Gallade. And this guy goes back into his Excadrill. And Excadrill is just not gonna survive that. And that is it. Absolute screen wipe by Scolipede there. And that's it. Okay, kill the Gyarados. Alright, so using Scolipede. Still doing the commentary here. We got Ampharos, Watchog, and Metagross. So, Ampharos starts setting up light screens. I go for a Mega Horn on this Watchog here. It doesn't KO, unfortunately. Try to go for a Gunk Shot to pick it off. Doesn't happen. So now we just got a Gyarados and a Skarmory. And unfortunately, you get KO'd. So I see 3 Steel types on the field. Kind of crazy. I go into Houndoom. I know Houndoom can put in work here. Houndoom, very cool Pokemon. I knew I wanted to use it as a regular Pokemon after I did the Houndoom video, because it was just so amazing as a Mega Evolution that I knew I could still put in work if it wasn't Mega Evolved. So I had this Gengar with the Dark Bolts here. KOs. I know that even though this thing has, screen setup, I don't know if it's light screen or if it's reflect. I felt like I could just head smash it, and the guy just switches out. I KO this Watchog here with a head smash. So, unfortunately, Aggron does take the L there to the Gyarados, even though Aggron usually will obliterate Gyarados, but Aggron was on low health, so it is what it is. I see a Greninja on the field. I know I can Mega Horn Greninja, so I set up a Swords Dance. I set up Mega Evolution. I know I can Earthquake this Gengar here to KO it. So I go for the Earthquake. It does not KO the Ampharos, however, but they still set up their Reflect. So I get the KO. I know that I can KO this Dragonite here with like a Head Smash or an Ice Punch, and I get it off, and the thing freezes. Unfortunately, it actually survives on like 1 HP. So it is what it is. Sometimes it happens in this game. This game still has rolls, like where if a Pokemon lands an attack, it will roll a high damage roll or a low damage roll, which is unfortunate, but happens. So I go back into Scolipede, set up a Swords Dance, and I see this red boost here. I go for an Earthquake. Does not KO this this Steelix, but I do get a KO on the Watchog. Red boost didn't end up actually mattering that much. Could have gotten the KO regardless. So Aggron's on the field. Whenever you see a Pokemon that's frozen, know they're gonna switch out. Never just. I feel like that's a lesson I should have taught myself at this point. They will always switch out, no matter what. If you see somebody that's frozen, they're gonna switch out. It is not worth going for the attack on them. They got their reaction, alright? They're just waiting until they can switch out, like at the perfect moment. That's what they're trying to do. So I get this Gunk Shot off. It actually KOs, and we got 9 KOs. I go back into Scolipede. I know I can get one more KO if I want to. It's possible. I did it before in the last 2 games. So I go for this Mega Horn on this Greninja, but it doesn't actually hit the Greninja. It hits the Watchog with it. Absolutely obliterate Greninja with a good game pack. And that's it. 10 KOs. Great game. GG's. Hello, it's Luxos. Thank you guys so much for watching. We just hit 900 subscribers, so please, if you guys want to see us at 1,000, please like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. We're almost there. It's absolutely insane. We used Mega Scolipede today. This Pokemon was insanely cool. Insanely powerful as well. This video was easy to make. Mega Horn, Earthquake, Gunk Shot, and Swords Dance. So this Pokemon has a base 140 attack. Not only that, with Swords Dance and Gunk Shot and Mega Horn and Earthquake, all these moves are both like, they're all over 100 base power. And Mega Horn and Gunk Shot are both 120 base power. And Mega Horn's also insanely fast. Earthquake has AoE damage, and Gunk Shot will wipe any fairy type off the screen. It's pretty insane moveset. This Pokemon is insanely cool. It's insanely good. That's my take on it. So, for the set, we had max attack and max speed. I had no issues with its HP. Its bulk was completely fine. Its speed stat was incredible when it can launch as many Mega Horns and Gunk Shots as possible. Like, this Pokemon was just really great. Of course, Bottle Cap. And yeah, that's it. I did Shiny Hunt for this Pokemon. It was very fun. This Pokemon was just absurdly solid. Like, everything about it is solid. Being able to use Mega Horn, Earthquake, Gunk Shot, like, this covers so much. And then for the team, I had Houndoom and Aggron. Aggron, of course, Season 2 has just been incredible. And then Houndoom, it's just also... Like, when I used Mega Houndoom, I knew I wanted to use Houndoom, like, as a regular Pokemon on the team. So it worked out really well. And yeah. So, for all 3 games, we had commentary. This is like the Drampa video, where the 3rd match I had commentary. So let me know if you guys like that, compared to the usual, like, live playing. But, yeah, let me know. If you want a free Numo from Majestic Prison, 10,000 subs, you know, free my guy. Free Numo, man. Look at him. He's stuck in there. And at 1,000 subs, I will do a Q&A. So, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.